Hey loves, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. And today we are here in cast because I have been inspired. Today, because of Katie Carrion, we are going to be giving some makeovers to popular gallery sims. So if we go ahead and open up our gallery, you can see here that it typically defaults to newest, but I want to do popular. So for Katie's video, she did the most popular sims, and I feel like we've seen these sims a lot. If you've been on the gallery, then you know this sim has been here since 2015, this one 2020, so like these sims are old. So I want to do something a little bit newer. So instead of the most popular, we're going to go for popular now. And as you can see, there's a little bit more variety in the sims. And also, as you can see, all of these sims have like custom poses, and a lot of them probably have default sims. But I thought these would be fun to start with. So looking, I immediately see this sim, and this sim was created, you know what? This sim was created like less than a week ago. So this sim is by Mammut Creativille, and I definitely didn't say that right, but that's fine. I know that their sims are some of the most popular sims on the gallery, so I think this is the perfect sim to start with. And you know what? She actually looks, I feel like, almost just like her photo, which is not always the case with sims. So let's go ahead and start with her makeover. I am going to use CC because I have it. But she is really pretty. Let's also go ahead and add in a second version just so we can compare them at the end. So let's strip everything off of her. And I definitely think that I would add her into my game. I'm gonna not change any of her facial structure just because I feel like that kind of changes up the sim a little bit too much. But we will add skin details and things like that. She has like such a cute little face. Oh, I think this one looks cute on her. It's like a very pleasant face. I don't think she had like freckles or anything like that, so I think we won't do that. But I do love eye bags, and I feel like this sim definitely needs dimples. Let me find, there we go. There's some dimples. I think those are perfect for her. And then they didn't have any, but I feel like a birthmark would be cute for her. This is base game, so they could have done that, but I think it looks cute. And then we'll also give her some custom teeth. I think these are cute for her. And then some blush is always a go-to for me. Okay, I think that's skin details done. I'll also give her some custom eyes. I honestly cannot remember if these are default eyes that I have in my game or not. I think they might be, but we'll give her these anyways. I think they're really cute. And I actually really like these eyebrows, so I think we're gonna stick with those. I like never use these. These are really nice though. And then we will also add in some lashes. She definitely seems like she'd have some pretty intense lashes, so I think those are perfect. And then for hair, she had like a very full fro, which I love. And so I immediately kind of think of this hair, which I think is a kind of perfect. Her fro was like a little bit bigger, but I think this is probably the closest I can get. You could potentially go for like this also. You know what? I don't think I've used this hair actually, and this definitely would fit for just a change. Just kind of she parted in the middle and pushed it back. Yeah, that's actually really cute. Oh, she's so pretty. I feel like doing the popular now sims is a little bit better than the most popular sims, just because I feel like the style of sim creation at the time was a little bit different. Let me look and see. It looks like she's wearing dresses in pretty much all of her fits, so we'll kind of go for that. Let's just do custom content only. Also, she's got white nails and white toes, and y'all know I love a good white nail, so that's definitely perfect for me. She was wearing white. I actually very rarely put my Sims in white. I was gonna say I don't know why, but I don't really like to wear white. I think maybe I've always been a little too clumsy for a white fit, at least in my mind. And now I have kids, so I definitely wouldn't wear white now. But even before, I definitely wasn't. I don't have a clean girl aesthetic, really. Like, I'm kind of over the top if I'm doing something, so an all white dress isn't entirely my style, but it doesn't mean it can't be hers. This one's cute. Oh, what if we do like this? I think that's cute. I like a little pattern. I do actually just like a little bit of pattern. And then it's already got nails, and I actually really like those nails. I don't have a ton of CC nails because I feel like the ones that are in-game actually work pretty well for what I like. We could go for socks. She'd need closed-toe shoes, but I think that's cute. I think it kind of fits with the aesthetic that we're giving her. And then I believe I went with the eyelashes that are compatible with rings. So I think we'll do just like a little stack of rings like this. I think that's really cute. And then we need shoes. We'll go custom content again. I actually do use in-game shoes. Or at least a few pairs of in-game shoes. But I feel like a Mary Jane is kind of what we're looking for here. These are the highest Mary Janes that have probably ever existed, but they are cute. Do you want to go a little bit lower, like with these? Okay, I actually think I'm gonna go with these little flats. And I will say that my only complaint about this sim is I feel like all of my CC shoes make her feet look huge. And I don't think her feet are that big. I think it's because her calves are so small that it just like makes her feet look really big. But I'm gonna leave them. Like I said, I'm not gonna change anything about her. So next we need makeup, and I'm not actually a huge makeup person in The Sims. Like, I use the same things over and over and over again, and honestly, this creator does like amazing things with the in-game makeup. I'm always so impressed, and honestly, whenever I'm trying to think of like how to use in-game makeup, I like to just kind of copy what they've done to their Sims, but I think this eyeshadow is actually really pretty. Then we need some blush. I know she already has blush on, but I think that's good. Actually, let's turn down the opacity just a little bit. There we go, just a little flush. And then this is like my favorite lip. It just is really easy to use. I'm gonna turn down the opacity just a touch. Like just glossy with a little hint of color. I think that's perfect. And then we definitely need a necklace just to kind of fill in that gap because it's like a little bit of a lower cut dress. So definitely need something. I think something like that's perfect. That's very my style. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like maybe we need a bracelet also. Not too chunky. Maybe we go for the, yeah, I think we'll go for these instead. Yeah, I think that's cute. Oh, you know what? Because the original creator is like an actual savant when it comes to blush, let's see if we can do a little something. So I think that they're using this blush that we got with like way back when they used to do like the creator highlights. Or this is kind of like when they first started testing out having creators add stuff to the game. And they had them to create this blush. This is like one of my favorite things that's in the game. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Okay, so this is our CC version of Miss Laura. You'll have to let me know what you think. I definitely think she's a bit more my style. I do think she's really pretty as she was. And I could definitely see putting her in my game just like this. And I definitely recommend if you're looking for Sims to add to your game, this creator definitely has, as you can see, honestly, almost all of these Sims are theirs. On the top row, every Sim is theirs except this guy in the middle. Speaking of which, I do think we should give a makeover to him as well, because I don't do a lot of male Sims, so I think this could be fun, just like as a little bit of a challenge, just to switch it up. And also, he's really cute. So this is Malachi. I think he's a really handsome, so I think he'd be a lot of fun actually to have in my game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything off. He has got a jawline for the gods. That's honestly a little bit insane. I feel like they definitely had custom sliders in when they created him, but I love that. So one of my problems is all of my, so the problem I have is that like all of my skin details for masculine frames actually cover up freckles. I don't know what it is, but I find that they're just not the same and they always cover them. We could do this one because it has some freckles built into it, or we can see maybe my CC freckles will show up on top. This is the skin that I use on basically every masculine sim that I have. It's pretty much always this one. Let's try this one. I do think that fits. I think that fits because I think he's really needs that aggressive jawline. Like I think that fits for him. We'll make our guy real tired, so we'll pop that on him. Okay, he already had a gap, so we'll go for this one for his teeth. And I can kind of see him having like a little scar. It is hard to see with the skin detail, but if you look, we have a little scar like just above the brow. I kind of love that. And then I have to do blush like always. Okay, my blush isn't working with, is it his makeup? Yeah, it is. Okay, my blush doesn't work with his highlight, but I think we might do something different for the highlight. So we'll go for blush. Okay, and then we could add his freckles back. So we've got our freckle, another sim with dark eyes. I think those are pretty. And a nice little brow for our guy. And some cute lashes. Okay, that's perfect. Let's look at his hair actually. So I think it's got, yeah, okay, so he's got curly hair. I will say, while I don't create a lot of masculine frame sims, I actually have the best hairs because Johnny Sims, if you're looking for hair for a male sim, you need Johnny Sims. Literally all of these are Johnny Sims and they're all perfect. Like this, chef's kiss, honestly perfect. I hate to go with the first thing that I picked, but I literally might. We could also go for this. I think this is a little bit closer in length to what he has. Or this one. They're all perfect. They're all literally perfect. Oh, actually this is literally the hair he has, but I want to do something a little different, I think. And I actually think I'm going to go for this one because I feel like I don't use this one often. And I use the other ones pretty regularly because I like the way they look, but I think this one's perfect. Chef kiss. Love it. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to try to do custom content for the outfit. I'll be honest with y'all. I have almost no custom content for the boys. I think almost all of this that I have, I downloaded as a part of like a set that had feminine frame CC in it as well, but I think we can find something. Like, I'm a little bit anxious because I feel like I'm like low-key gonna downgrade his outfit, but it's fine. It's fine. We can do this. Okay, so for him, like with the other sim, I think I don't feel like this is the most realistic proportions. The waist is insane. I think he should have just a little bit more of a waist there. But I kind of ended up with this shirt. This is actually from Businesses and Hobbies. It is not custom content because, like I said, I don't have a lot for the boys. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a lot for the boys. So he's gonna use this top. He's gonna use the top from in-game. I do like these pants. I kind of wish that we had some with a pattern, though we do have these that are like spray painted. I'm not gonna lie. These might be it. I kind of love that. I have not used these before. I cannot overstate enough for you how much I do not make boy sims. We can rip them up. They're cute. Do we like that? Do we like that? I think we like that actually. I think we do. I think we like that. And then it's all custom content shoes and there's like 3 pairs. I'm so sorry, friend. We'll get you a pair of like chunky black and white. Like that's cute. That's cute. Right? It's cute. Let's also go ahead and put a little chipped nail polish on him. I love that. And he had on a hat. Let's see. I definitely don't think I really have custom content hats. I don't wear hats in real life, and so my sims essentially never wear hats either. This is actually pretty cute though. We could also go bucket hat for him. I'll let clips just a little bit. What about shades? No. Oh, this one's cute. It also clips like just a touch, but like not bad. He can also do like a little beanie. Okay, this is so chaotic, but I like kind of love it for him. Or do we go for the bucket hat? Like, can we live with the fact that there's like really mild clipping? Actually, you know what? This baseball hat's really cute. I honestly didn't even see this. That's actually cute. No, I like that. Okay. The other question is tattoos. So I have a few custom content tattoos, but they're pretty girl coded. Like I have some full body tattoos, but I definitely downloaded them for some tattooed girly pops, and not so much for like that real masculine vibe. Because again, I'm not downloading CC for the boys. It's just not happening. We will add though. We'll add a leg tattoo because I just feel like it fits him. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna be... Oh, you know what? He had jewelry and I think he needs jewelry. He feels like he should have it. Matter of fact, I think a little septum ring. And I'm gonna even go for what I usually do. So whenever I do piercings, I usually either go silver or like black. I don't know. I don't wear gold that much, like personally. And so I tend for my Sims not to either. I also think this is nice, but I think for him instead, we're gonna go stretched. We're gonna give him some plug. And then I think just a simple necklace is good. Maybe even just like a chain. This chain seems huge on him, but I think it's just because his neck is... Actually, you know what? You wanna do diamonds? Okay, go off, King. Love that for you. Okay, there we go. This is our made-over version of Malachi. This one, I again don't know that I necessarily think it's better, but I do like him. I think he's cute. Let me know. Do you prefer the original, or do you like the CC version of him better? And then I think we can do one more sim today. Let's open up the gallery and let's pull one more. This sim is interesting because this is definitely not a hair that's in game. So let's go ahead and place her. And let's see. This is from the same creator. Yeah, that was like, I was gonna say, that's definitely a default hair. So see, this one's pretty different. I think she's gonna look pretty different. Let's also place another version just so we can kind of compare. It is still hard because, like I said, this is definitely a default hair that she had. But I still think she's a cute base. And honestly, I love their style of Sims because if you spend any time here, you know I love a big-eyed Sim, and they create big-eyed Sims. It is perfect for me. Ooh, we haven't used this skin detail yet today. Let's go with this one. That's nice. Okay, I think that's good for skin details. I think I'm feeling that for her. And yeah, she has like very simple, perfect teeth. And honestly, I guess this is like my best, like, just... These are pretty good. I feel like those are pretty standard teeth also. I already put a little blush on her, but we're adventurous girly. We're gonna put a little more. Okay, yeah, I think that's perfect for skin details. I did add a little bit of extra blue around like the inner part of her eye. It's like a little bit of a lighter blue. It's a little bit hard to tell, but I wanted to give her eyes a little bit more dimension. I think you can kind of see it there. I think maybe we go for these. I think that's pretty. And then as per usual, no one in this video has glasses, so I think we can go for the glasses. Lashes again, and I think very dramatic for her. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think we need a little bit more brow. There we go. I think that's perfect. Yeah, I think that's really nice. And then let's look at the gallery again just to kind of get an idea for this hair. I think I might have something similar to that. Also, I just realized I think they have listed in here that they have some defaults. Yeah, so this one by Clumsy Alien, I think that's gonna be the hair. I do have a few clumsy alien hairs, so maybe we go for one of my clumsy alien hairs, since that's Bianca's vibe. I don't have as much clumsy alien content as I used to because I had to. Actually, is this the hair? Yeah, no, I think that's it. Okay, you know what? Because she can't come into run the gallery with it, I think that's perfect. And then she's wearing like a simple black dress. Okay, our girl likes black. And honestly, love that. Okay, switched it up in the hot weather quite a bit. But because we're kind of leaning into it, I think I might go for clumsy alien again for the clothing. Just because, again, I really like clumsy alien content. Like I was saying, when custom content broke, I had to take a lot of stuff out of my game and was just kind of adding it back. And so their folder I ended up taking out of my game, and I couldn't get it to load when I had the full folder. So I only was able to download like a few pieces. So I don't have as much of their content in my game as I would probably prefer. Definitely need to download some more, but I feel like that's not exactly what I'm looking for. So maybe we go for this collection from A. Harris. I feel like it's like a very millennial collection, like a early 2000s collection. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's literally what it is, but I feel like it fits her vibe. Or even something like this. I just downloaded all of this. This is, I think, the most recent Sentai Time Serenity collection. And that's real cute. Ooh, okay, with the tattoo in the back. Honestly, I love that. Okay, let's go for that. I think that's fun. I have not used this at all. Like, I feel like at this point we're kind of not really sticking to her original style, but I also feel like when you're making Sims with like base game content, you can only switch up their style so much. So you just end up with Sims that have very similar styles. And I feel like this kind of fits for the vibe for her. So I'm gonna leave it because she's got the black nails, the black toes. This is cute. Sorry, I think this has been added to, yeah, this was added to the base layers. And I just kind of love that. I love that we added that there. Ooh, that's cute. I like that. Like with just a little bit of pop of that strap kind of sticking out. Is anything else like, we could do this for just like if we wanted a little more length, but I really don't. I think I just like this. I just like that it's like just a little bit that you can see. And then I do want to do these rings, I think, because I want a lot of rings. This belt, too high for the rings, which also not entirely what I wanted anyways. I'm looking for, oh, garter, that's cute. I'm looking for belly chains, but I wasn't necessarily looking for the ones with the shells. I know I have another set. Here we go. These are what I was looking for. I feel like the low-rise jeans demand a belly chain, so we'll go for that. I think black and silver. Yeah, I think black and silver fits for her. Okay, I think that's perfect. And then custom content wise, I think it's just like chunky boots. And I think in the brown for sure. And then let's check out makeup. Okay, I feel like, again, they're pretty traditional makeup style. So I think this Sim's gonna be kind of our most distinct of all of the Sims. So I'm really tempted to use my favorite eyeshadow because I love it. It's perfect. It fits with this like style perfectly. I also think I'm going to use this. This is not custom content, though it is from a maker's kit that is created by a custom content creator. If we want to switch it up, we can use this, which is the same creator, but it is custom content if we want to have something that's custom content. And then at this point, I don't know that our girl needs any more blush. I think we might have, actually I kind of like that because it's almost like a contour. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Never mind, I take it back. And then y'all, anytime I make a gothic Sim, this is the lipstick I use. It's from Vampires. It is not a logical choice, but it's what I use every single time. I just can't help it because I actually don't think I really have a lot of black lipsticks. We do have this one, which is pure black, but I feel like that's not usually what I'm looking for. And so if I just want like a dark lip, oh, this could work. Never mind, I'm just complaining and I shouldn't be. This is good. This is good. I like that. And then in the face paint, is there any hair highlights that we like? There aren't any hair highlights that are made for this hair, but I do like to check just to kind of get an idea of what things could look like. I actually kind of like that. You know what? This doesn't entirely fit, but I'm kind of here for it in this color. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all like that? I think I kind of do. I think I just like the little bit of variety it gives. And then I feel like no one ever uses these, but I kind of live for the eyebrow piercing, so I'm gonna give her one. Also, what is this? You know what? I wish I had like a good enough color to like pull off giving her tabby hair. Is that what it's called? When you have like, I mean, literally hair in the color of like a tabby cat. But I don't think any of these colors quite fit. But I would kind of live for it. Let's give her eyebrow piercing back. And then I think we might even go for, actually, I just can't. I have to get some CC eyebrow piercings. That's so big for her face, especially compared to this like nose piercing, which is also like kit content, but it just looks so much better size wise. And then I definitely think we need to have a pretty pierced up ear. I think we'll go for this one. I like the tragus piercing on that one. I guess I both had, but I guess I just don't really like dangly earrings that much. So let's go for that. Yeah, that's cute. And then maybe a choker. I think we can get away with one. Yeah, that's kind of what I had in mind. Okay, I think that's really cute. I think she's really cute. She already has one tattoo, but do we like, because I mentioned it before, do we go for like the full tattoos? She has a pretty large back piece and it is colorful, but I don't think I have any colorful tattoos. So I don't know, does that like feel like it doesn't match if we do this? Okay, I think we go for it. I think we give her these tattoos, and I think this is just my reminder to myself that I need to download some more like colorful tattoos, which you don't need custom tattoos as much now because of businesses and hobbies and we have like the open system, but still I think it would be nice. So I believe this is our completed Ms. Bianca Torres. I think she's really cute. She might be my favorite, but she is also the most distinct from all the Sims that we created. So this is our new version and this is the original. I do think she's very pretty, but I will say for this one kind of highlights something that I think is a struggle with the gallery, and that's you see this and she's beautiful and then you get this. It can just be a little bit disappointing if you're kind of not sure what you're going to be getting, but let me know which of them is your favorite. We'll start from the beginning. So this is Miss Laura and this is our made-over version and this is the original. And then next we have Malachi. This is the original. This is our made over version. I do think he's cute. I think all these Sims will end up in my game. And then this is Bianca. So this is the original and this is our made over version. Let me know what you think about this video. Tell me if you'd like to see me do this again in the future. I do love making and creating Sims, but this is a fun way to have Sims that have a slightly different look because you're starting with bases from someone else. If you like the videos, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you who spend a little bit of time out of your day here to hang out with me. And again, I want to say thank you for Katie Carrying. I will link her video down below for inspiring me to create this video. And I will see you all next time. Bye.